Hi, so this post is about my teaching experiences. Um, it all started off on the day after I arrived, and I went into the school, and one of the Korean teachers was explaining what goes on, and barely understood any of what was going on because it was described in broken English, uh, and they were just handed loads of books and told, "Oh yeah, you'll be teaching this tomorrow," and I was kind of like, "Oh really? Okay." So I go in the next day, start off with a kindergarten class, which it turns out there's only one student in. So I was really quite lucky on that. There's a little boy called Tony, and he's actually a very intelligent kid. That afternoon, I had some much larger classes, and very soon encountered some classes which just didn't want to do what I said whatsoever. And I've still got some classes like that. Larger and older classes are they don't really seem to have much respect for the foreign teachers. They respect the Korean teachers, but not the foreign ones. The curriculum that I'm teaching is very much based around memorizing passages of text and just learning to speak that. And so a lot of the children can't actually have very fluent conversations, which makes it quite difficult because sometimes you're giving them instructions and they don't understand the instructions, although they can actually do the task. Uh, so, but the level of English does vary considerably with different students. I just took a class this morning, and they were a kindergarten class, and they were all really little kids, and they did not know a word of English. I was teaching them, "My name is," but then I've got other older classes, and I was talking to this kid who's saying that he watches BBC News and CNN on Sky, reads the BBC News website. He was telling me about Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, and he was at a completely different level, really. I do two shifts in work each day. I work a morning from 9:30 until 12, which is the really little kids, and then I do another shift from 3 till 7:30 in the evening, which means I have a 3-hour gap in the day, which is what I'm in right now. Which it does mean that my free time is rather divided, which isn't great in some ways, but on the other hand, I think I get too exhausted actually doing a full day of it. So. So yeah, I guess I might be doing a lot of these blog posts in the middle of the day. I need a Korean residency card, and to get one I had to go to the hospital and get a medical check. It was like a complete physical. Uh, but the interesting experience that I wanted to share with you when going into the hospital was I walk in and there's a big line of doctors and nurses all standing in the foyer, and they have this announcement in Korean, and then they all start chanting. It's like this ritual, uh, and then at the end of it, they all do like a low bow, and then get back on with their work. The director of the school tried to explain it to me, but I didn't really understand what he was saying. It all seemed very bizarre, not something you expect to see in a hospital at home.